Why these rappers selling records, getting pennies? If Grand Hustle sell any, I'ma get plenty. If God with me, who can be against me? Sucker can't make me suffer, just make me tough. Motivation, niggas faking only gonna inspire. Motivation, all you hating is fuel to my fire. Motivation, niggas plotting on the crown, so just motivation. Hey, but I ain't slowing down, I ain't stopping. Motivation, yeah, nigga, don't stop my show. Motivation, you ain't know I don't stop, I grow. Motivation, sucker niggas can't make me suffer, just make me stronger and make me tough. Motivation.
Hello everybody, welcome to June's Saturday Night House Party. It's your man June. Welcome everybody to the show on this marvelous, wonderful Saturday night. How is everybody doing? It's so good to be here, as it's good to be here every Saturday night. Once again, just like always, have a great show planned for you guys tonight. Pelicans are out on the West Coast right now in Oakland, squaring off against the Golden State Warriors. Hey, go root them boys on. We need the love, baby. We'll be talking about adversity. What do we do when times get hard? Don't get scared. Don't get scared. I'm going to let you know how to go about it. But in the meantime, let me tell you how to get in touch with your man. I do it every week. I love doing it now. I have so much fun with it. So check me out. Holla at your man on Facebook at June Heisser. Or you can get at your man on Instagram at Humble and Cocky. Or you can get at your man on my email at June_Heiser at yahoo.com. And y'all already know that you can get at your man on YouTube at June Saturday Night House Party, Big Baby. Let's roll, baby. Let's have some fun. I appreciate it, though, baby.
Yeah,
I appreciate the love, man.
Yeah, I love it, man.
I'm going to keep it coming.
Keep it up.
I appreciate it. Make sure you watch the Saturday Night House Party every Saturday night between 10:30 and 11. So as you guys know, the Pelicans are out on the West Coast putting in work against the Golden State Warriors, which is a series that not too many people give us a chance to win. But if you look at the way that we played against the Portland Trail Blazers, the way we shut down Lillard, the way we shut down McCollum, the way we played defense, the way our offense came together, I think we have a shot at this one, man. I really do. Now, you have to remember the history, which is not a good history for the Pelicans against the Golden State Warriors. The last time we were in the playoffs, they pretty much took us to the woodshed and beat our backsides. But, hey, revenge is a beautiful thing. Hey, yo, C4, why don't you go ahead and throw up that playoff tree so we can see what it's hitting for. So as you guys can see, round 2 of the playoffs is going to be off the chain. Plenty of great matchups in the playoffs in round 2. Great teams plus great players equals great entertainment. So support those boys. Turn them on. They need the love. They need the support. And let's go Pels. Welcome back to the Saturday Night House Party, friends and fam. Tonight, as I said before, the topic will be adversity, and I'll be talking about what to do in the eyes of adversity. Now, in my roundtable discussion of 1, the first thing that we have to do when we're dealing with adversity is be accountable. And what I mean by that, anytime there's some adversity or there's something that goes wrong in our lives, there's always somewhere where we went wrong and somewhere that we could have done differently to avoid the situation. So the first step is to be accountable and figure out what it is that we did wrong and what we can do to fix it. Because what that does is that it makes us realize what we did wrong, and then it can, if we look at it from the right vantage point, it can keep us from winding up in the same situation again. So if it's an adverse situation, figure out what we did wrong, and that way we can learn from it and get better. Round 2 of the roundtable discussion of 1 on adversity. The next thing that we have to do is make sure that we stay positive and don't let the situation, even though it's negative and adverse, get the best of us. Let's make sure we stay positive and make sure that we address the situation directly, hands-on, head-on, to not make it any worse. Because what happens is that a lot of times it makes us uncomfortable and we get nervous and we make the situation worse than it already is. So let's make sure that we stay positive and not let the situation bring out the worst in us to make the situation any worse than it already is. Round 3 of the roundtable discussion of 1 on adversity. most importantly, I think it's very important for us in adverse situations is to not expect the worst, but at least prepare for the worst. Because that way, if the situation doesn't work out the way that we want it to, at least we were somewhat mentally prepared for the situation, and it won't come as such a big surprise. Like I said, don't expect the worst, expect the best. But if it doesn't work out the way that we want it to, we just accept it for what it is, and we move on, and we learn from it, and we keep it moving. So in summary, friends and fam, my point is that the situation is going to work out however it's going to work out. But all we can do is do the best that we can to get the outcome that we want. But just because we're doing the best that we can doesn't mean that we're going to get the outcome that we do want. But like I said, it's just only my opinion. It's just me. It's me talking. But I want your opinion. So comment, like, whatever. Give me your opinion because that's what this is all about. So that concludes another episode of the Saturday Night House Party, friends and fam. Make sure that you are following those Pelicans. Those boys out on the West Coast putting in work, trying to pull off this major upset. So make sure you are following them and showing them your support and love. And as far as adversity goes, it's going to be what it'll be. But just do the best you can to learn from the situation and to do the best you can to make sure you get the outcome that you want. Even if you don't, it's all right. Life goes on. Keep it moving, son. And on that note, remember, friends and fam, just because someone doesn't agree with you, it doesn't make them wrong. They just see the world differently than you. Hashtag, because we're all the sum total of our previous experiences. Guess what? It's my favorite part of the show. How about this? Yo, C4.
If you hate,
Take me
your
out,
job, nigga. You can look me in my eyes, see I'm ready for whatever. Anything don't kill me, make me better. I ain't dead, nigga. You can take the fame and the cheddar and the game and the deal. I'm still a go-getter. Take my freedom for the moment, but it ain't forever. I got the spirit of a god, heart of a dope dealer. I'm a king, seen hanging with some cold killers. I ain't never backed down or ran from no nigga. I ain't sat down yet, here I stand to go gorilla. Even if I'm all alone, I stand at 4 niggas. Tell them jump, dipping, they don't get no realer. 5'9" with the soul of a 6'4" nigga. I separated the fakes, paralyzed from the waist down, from the real stand